Hey guys, welcome to Picture Book Drama, where it is everything in entertainment. I am your host, Sean, your video and comic guru. Welcome to another episode of Mailbox Unboxing fan. I want to start off by saying thank you to everybody who has sent me so many well wishes when I was sick. I just recently came out the hospital. Won't go into details, it's not necessary. It's not what this channel is about. But I want to thank everybody for their support and love and all the kind words that came from that, so thank you. With that said, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you guys think about what I've been showing on here, and if that's something you guys are interested in. And I do want to get back into doing the fan films. It was probably the most successful thing on here, but it takes time because you got to make sure you don't use something that is copywritten and they can basically shut your channel down. But I am in a process of putting more of those together. I am also going to, hopefully, I might have to find another venue to try doing interviews at, because for some reason, the Logan Theater just is not getting back with me suddenly. When I was working with Fan Expo and, you know, doing the costume contest, cosplay contest, and all these other things, I could pick up a phone and call them at any point and they would answer. Now I'm getting basically ghosted, so I'm just going to assume they don't want it. I'm not going to keep begging them to let me do it. Even if it means I can't do it, maybe I'll do it online or virtual, I don't know. Would have been nice to have that atmosphere. Hey, they don't want the publicity, then I can't get mad at them for it, it's their place. So I'm going to definitely be looking, maybe even at a comic shop, but that's kind of difficult sometimes because most places, some comic shops don't let you film in there. I know my LCS doesn't, which is weird. But with all that out the way, let's get into our mailbox unboxings. Now, I have 3 different packages, 2 of which I opened because I had to see them. I am trying to get my childhood, basically. All the books that I grew up with that I loved so much, I just went after. And with this one, I think this was like, there were 2 different lots. So this is, I think it was like 17 or 18 issues in one, and then like maybe like 10 or 15 in another one. But it's basically issues 1 through 25 of Captain Atom. I really loved this series when it came out. You know, it was just one of those things that when I saw it, I just gravitated to it. I don't know what it was. I mean, maybe because he was a little slightly different character. But I mean, I got really lucky with this one too, because I was like, no one had looked at it until I looked at it, and then all of a sudden there's all these people watching it, and then when it came down to it, I waited to bid till the last second. I didn't want to create a bidding war. I just wanted to get the books and, you know, have them in my collection. And at the last second, I bid, I think 20 for one lot, and then I think another like 15 for the other. So think about it, $35 for 25 comics of Captain Atom that came out in the late 90s, like 87. And I mean, this was a character who, I'm amazed he's not as important now, if he even exists. Is Captain Atom around in DC Comics now? Hit me in the comment section, let me know, because I haven't seen him. Major force. Keep them away from your girlfriends and refrigerators. But, I mean, I love this. And he has been animated before on a Justice League International, or Justice League Unlimited, sorry. And then he was also in the Batman, Superman Apocalypse? Was that the one? Where it had Captain Atom and Power Girl and Shazam and Hawkman fighting Batman and Superman. Please hit me in the comment section, let me know, because I know I own it. I own almost every DC animated film because I have a box set. But this is just cool. I mean, I shouldn't be going through every issue. I should just say I have 1 through 25. But in a way, I kind of like looking at the covers too. And they're so colorful. This is me. Oh, I love this stuff. And this is probably only about half of the series. I think the series went into like the 60s or something like that. But this is the first 25 issues of Captain Atom for $35. Tax, probably, I mean, let's just say $40 for 25 issues of a comic that came out in the 80s. speaking of the 80s, I am an 80s child, even though I was born in the 70s. The 80s is where I grew up in. I don't think we're ever going to hit that moment of like just purity in comics, because once the late 80s and the 90s came, everything got dark. And we're still trying to come back from that. I think we went way too dark to the point where we're trying to be so realistic in the emotions and all stuff. It's like it's a fictional character. Stay in a fantasy world and work from there. But one book I really been wanting, but I keep forgetting about because I'm looking at so many books. It's Firestorm. Now this is issue number 1 of the second series. There is a first series, volume 1, that's 4 issues. This is the second series. This is what I learned about Firestorm. So I really do like this character. Now I didn't get a full run, but I got about, out of this, I would say about 35 plus books. Not a full run of 1 through 43, but I mean, at least I got issue 1 and issue 2. I don't have issue 3 and 4 yet. Hopefully I'll get them soon, but these earlier ones were just amazing. The only problem though, when you do buy stuff in lots, the condition isn't always great. This one is beat up pretty bad. You know, eventually I will have to replace it. You know, a couple of these are like that, but again, issues 1, in almost a complete run of 1 through 43. And this one, believe it or not, $25. I'm looking there, I need to be looking here. Hi, how are you? $25 for this lot. Now, like I said, and let me get right back to it, I do need to tell you, this was not part of that lot. I bought this separately for $15. So, you know, take that into account. So, you know, I do have those, but still, that's awesome. Basically, pretty much all the way up to, like, Crisis on Infinite Earths and maybe Millennium, but definitely Crisis. Now, the other 2 I haven't opened. Smaller box. Where's my green monster? Green monster, green shirt, I love it. I do have other stuff coming. I have one that I really was hoping would be here with this one, but it won't be here till later in the week. So it is what it is. But what did you guys think about my Walmart video? Don't ever order anything online at Walmart. You 9 times out of 10 will not get it. And then they want to substitute it with some garbage. And speaking of garbage, thanks dude, just put random newspaper and shit in here. Man, oh my god. You taped it to the bottom of the box? This is stupid. This is... I mean, really, you just taped a side to the bottom of the box so it wouldn't move? Oh, I guess it's better than packing peanuts. Yeah. They always tell you, oh, thank you so much for buying and buy from us again. Well, let's see what happens with this before I buy from you again, because I have bought stuff online before where they describe things and they're not what you get. So I never ever give a review for anything until I have thoroughly looked over this stuff, because you never know what you're going to get. Okay. And they're bagged, which is bag and boarded, which is great. Not a lot of times on eBay they're not. Now this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 comics. Cost me $25. I think it's like another $6 in shipping, so I paid about $31 plus tax. Let's say $35. I think might be cheaper. I think this is cheaper. I'm not sure. But these books right here were probably some of my favorite detective comics that were out this run right here. And it was a small run. It was like only 7 books, I think, in this entire run with this writer and artist working together, which was way too short, you know, in my opinion. And that is Batman or Detective Comics 569. This is with Mike W. Barr and Alan Davis and Paul Neary. If that team sounds familiar, they should, because they did Batman and the Outsiders. So great, they work really well together, and I always love Alan Davis's artwork because he draws with a very sharp pencil, and you could see that it's a very, you know, sharp lines on there, very little breakage, not sketched. But that was issue 516, 569, 570. Classic Catwoman too. Loving it. And then you get issue 571 with Scarecrow. Issue 572, and the anniversary issue. And I got issue 573. I already own 573, so maybe I'll do a giveaway for this. But I just figured, if it's only one book in here that I didn't have to get these, no brainer. Had to do it. Happy to do it. So, I don't know. Anybody interested in this copy of Detective Comics issue 574, let me know. I'll send it to you. First person who does gets it for free. And then the final one. This is my grail. My grail. It's hard to find all these together. And then when you do, you end up paying a pretty good chunk of money for them. And for 5 years, I've been trying to get this. And every time I did and had a decent price, some jackass would always come at the end and just, put this ridiculous total on it. I know at one point for this collection that I'm going to show you, it went from like $75, I'm not kidding you, to $225 in less than 2 seconds. That meant somebody had already put this huge ass total in there and then at the last second put it in there and didn't realize they would actually have to pay that because other people were bidding too. So they got bit in the ass. They paid almost 2.5 times the price that they should have. So you got to be careful, when you're doing stuff too. 'Cause after a while, you just got to say enough's enough. Sorry for the noise. This is just really well wrapped, so I'm very happy about that. Someone took a lot of saran wrap. And that's what this is. This is saran wrap. Okay. But great packing. I mean, definitely nothing's going to happen to those books, and they're wrapped in the styrofoam type. I do keep these because these are really good when you're mailing stuff off. And then here are the books. Very well packed, I will say that. Person has a lot of saran wrap at home. But that's not a bad thing. It keeps everything together. So we're going to try and rip through this stuff real quick. Because I want to see these. This is from, again, the 80s. Definitely changed the way I looked at comics. I know that for sure. And I will say, when it first came out, I didn't like them. I didn't like it at all. It was against a traditional comic book storyline and character development, so I blanked out. This is when I was probably in junior high, and it just didn't hold my interest because it was a little too cerebral. It was very adult. Hey, free back and forth. We know how hard those are sometimes to get. I can't believe I'm holding these in my hand again. I never thought I'd have these because they just got too expensive. Watchmen. Every fucking issue. I have a absolute edition somewhere, but I got that actually in a box set with the Watchmen movie. That's one with the lenticular cover with the faces that go from the real life actors to the comic book characters. I have that one, and that has an absolute edition in it. But I don't really buy trades. I like having individual books that I can look at and read and see how they were and how they come across. I mean, these books they're history. These books help to, and may have maybe been a hindrance in a way to the way comics are, because they got so serious, so dark, so adult in their mannerism that they kind of left the comic books stereotype behind and just started writing them like they were just like a novel, like real people. And you get to see in a very real world manner how they would be perceived. And I just always love this. And I will admit, I like that the Zack Snyder Watchmen movie. I mean, think about what he had to do, and with the limited amount of time that they were going to give him to make the movie, Instead of it being a series or 2 movies, they had it all in one. And I think in under 2 hours, they actually cracked it. The ending's different, but I'm okay with that because I didn't like the ending in this one either. I mean, the result is the same. The end result. And again, people in their damn cars. Sorry. But I am so happy on this. And it cost me $100 even. Straight out the door. I mean, I don't know how it happened, but with the price on this was like $85. With the shipping and the tax, I ended up, actually I think it was a little under $100, to be honest. It was like 99 some change, but rounded up $100 for this series, in great shape, individually bag and boarded. And I mean, they will, I'm not going to say these are CGC worthy, and I don't, well, actually number 1 is, but I don't ever buy CGC. I don't. I want my books to be read. If I buy CGC, it would be probably New Teen Titans number 1 and 2, DC Comics Presents 25, and there's a freaking fire truck. Love being right here. Belmont is a horrible street, but hey, it's getting even closer. Okay, kept going. It stopped. It turned the engine off, or the siren off, right at my place. I'm like, a little weird, but that's gonna do it. That's my mailbox unboxings right now. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, getting those Watchmen, oh my god, just to be able to have these in my hand again. It's I mean, this is it. The only last thing I really need to get that is going to be expensive. Not hard, but expensive to get is the rest of the Young Avengers issues I'm missing. I need 1 through 5, I think, and then 10 through 12. So I have the big one, which is the first appearance of Kate Bishop, but I don't have issue 1, which is going to cost a lot of money. But it is what it is. It's a great hobby. I didn't get into it to get rich, and I don't flip my comics much. I actually stopped doing stuff on eBay for a while, and I have all these extras sitting around that I don't know what to do with. Plus, you guys have not hit me up on, like, the rest of you guys. Only 2 people got their packages for the 600 subscriber. I know 1 person was in Spain. Unfortunately, I can't do Spain. It's just too expensive. But there's 2 others. Do I have the paper here? Maybe this is too lit. Because I know I did Sensi and I did the Red Beard. But Mr. V, Canes, and Toys, I know you're always hitting me up on my videos, dude. Are you the one that's in Spain? Because if so, I do apologize. I just can't afford to send a package out there. Then there's Andrew Kai, and then Bruh Guy. You know, hit me up, let me know. I still have the Batman Rebirth lot, the Superman box, Earth 2, and I have a JSA box set. So, or, you know, set. No. But you know what I'm talking about. So hit me up, otherwise I'll have to just give them away at the 700 subscriber giveaway. So every time I hit a new 100 subscriber milestone, I will do a major giveaway. This time I did a bunch of comics. Whatever's left for these, I will add to that next giveaway. I'm trying to get other things as well, but we'll see what happens with that. But that is it, guys. I can't believe I survived this. You guys have no idea just how horrible I feel. And I didn't have to use my inhaler. I will when I end this, so I can guarantee you. But that's going to do it for me, guys. Thank you guys so much. Remember, here at Pittsburgh Drama, it is everything in entertainment. I am Sean, your video on Comic Guru. See you guys next time. Peace.